Okay, so welcome to the App Promotion Summit with your host, George Osborne. I'm talking to Anne-Catherine Goulby of Swiftkey. Hi, Anne-Cat, how are you doing?
Hi, George. I'm doing fine. It's a lovely day.
That's good. So could you tell me a little bit about Swiftkey for us? Could you just explain what it's all about?
Swiftkey is a company that has been founded by two students in Cambridge who met around the fact that they saw the limitation of keyboard on mobile at the time, and they saw people struggling with their keyboard, and they say, hey, we're going to improve something. And at the beginning, they said iOS, Android, but only Android enabled third-party keyboards. So it was an Android keyboard for the past 4 years. Mm-hmm. And last month, we released a freemium version of the keyboard, so it's now free for everyone. And at WWDC, Apple announced the enabling of third-party keyboards, so we're going to be on iOS in September.
Okay, and what marks Swiftkey out from, say, your regular box standard keyboard? What makes it? I'm a Swiftkey user myself. Well, I was when I had an Android phone. I'm very much looking forward to it coming on iOS. Yeah. But what's different about it? Why does it work better, I guess?
That's a very good question. Thanks for asking it. So Swiftkey is not your usual keyboard because it does first autocorrect and then prediction, and it learns from the way you speak, and then it predicts to you what you're going to type based on your past typing and the way you behave in different apps.
Yeah, so in terms of basically how it works, I mean, how does it actually end up working? I mean, it's available in many languages. Mm-hmm. What kind of processes do you go through to make sure that it's got the predictive language necessary to be able to succeed?
So we have a research team dedicated to languages, and they build what you call a language pack. So when you download the app and you speak many languages, like I do, you can have like English enabled and French, and the keyboard is going to switch from French to English or English to French and understand which language you are trying to speak. Yeah. We are working on slang right now. Slang is very important.
How is the challenge of slang? How does it differ from, say, just a regular language, and why is it difficult, I guess?
So the core of the keyboard is of the prediction engine of the keyboard is called n-grams, and we use like 3 grams. So it knows that after first occurrence, second occurrence, and third one, they're going to work together. And for profanity, like that's a scientific name for slang, it's about the combination of these like different in locution of the different word in locution. And that's hard. Okay,
so don't have a cowman kind of Simpsons language. That's going to be more of the Swiftkey experience soon. That sounds interesting.
I think the keyboard likes it more when you use 3 words of slang than 1.
Okay, so if you're a Swiftkey user, you've got to make sure that you use as much slang as possible, I guess, to make sure that it learns quickly.
If you say so, George.
If you say so. This is my understanding of artificial intelligence here. I think I can understand why they built the Swiftkey keyboard and I didn't. But anyway, I guess enough with that. But you're releasing an iOS app soon.
Yeah. And
I mean, what in particular has been the interesting challenge about coming to iOS?
So we didn't know before the WWDC that third-party keyboard would be enabled. We were doing our homework and doing a bit of research about iOS, and we decided at the company to be available on day 1 on iOS 8. So we have 3 months to transfer our technology from Android to iOS. The thing is that now on Android, third-party keyboard tools are very mature. It's not the case on iOS. Apple it's new, so the tool it's releasing for developer are new to them, to us. So it's about like getting around the tools. Really.
Okay, so it's a bit of a learn quickly challenge. But speaking of learning, and there's one last little question. There's been some really great talks today at the App Promotion Summit. I was wondering if you had one interesting thought that you had taken away from one of the talks today that you'd like to share with the viewers.
That's a very good question. Let me think for 2 seconds. I really like I found the Twitter pitch quite inspirational. We've got such a large community of fans on Twitter. We have an account with 200,000 followers, and I think there are many things to be done for us with our Twitter community around like installs, feedback about the product, and that's very I have to think a bit more and to know exactly what the plan will be, but. yeah, that's quite inspiring.
Okay, well, it sounds like Swiftkey is spelling out their own route to success on iOS and elsewhere. But thank you very much for joining us, Anne-Kath.
Thanks.
It's been great.
Yeah, it's been great, George.